3 p.m., it's Potters Comprehensive High School versus Kings and Queenies Zenith School on a topic that pulls no punches. Should child marriage be a criminal offense? At 4 p.m., CMS Grammar School faces Maharaj International School. They're taking on a question that shakes the political table. Should former governors ever return to public office? 2 debates, 2 tough questions. Only sharp minds survive. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join Femi, Obong-Daniels and me on Wednesday for the 2 penultimate matches in this round of 32. I Beg to Differ Season 9. 32 schools, now 20. 1 winner, 5 million naira, 1 grand title, the champion of champions. Sponsored by GZ Industries. Supported by Obiwizi, Multiplan Pathway College and Fena Microfinance Bank. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions.
Round of 32. In the first edition of I Beg to Differ, the first Lagos Regional Finals. Season 9 is racing to the finish, and it all wraps up tomorrow, by the way. Yesterday, the studio was on fire with 2 thrilling debates. In the first match, Heritage Group of Schools face Ramania Private Schools, arguing the hot-button topic: should corporal punishment in schools be reintroduced in Lagos? It was intense, it was persuasive, and deeply engaging. But in the end, Heritage Group of Schools took the win. Later, Westview College locked horns with Life Joy Academy, debating whether plastic bottles should be banned in Nigeria. It was a fierce environmental face-off, and Life Joy Academy prevailed. Now, as the round of 32 continues today, the pressure is on. Every argument matters. Every point counts. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Like, follow, share, and interact with fellow viewers on the live stream. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels.
And I am Yvonne Okhaifo. You can also listen to I Beg to Differ live on Kids FM. The dial is 101.7 FM. And if you miss any of the action this week, don't worry, don't fret. You can catch up on Wazobia Max Television at the weekend. That's DSTV channel 259, GoTV channel 98, and StarTimes channel 195. We're grateful to GZ Industries, the lead sponsor of the season. We're also grateful to Multiplan Pathway College, Fena Microfinance Bank, and Obiwizi for their tremendous support. Now remember, if you want any kind of gadget at all, Obiwizi is where you go. You'll also hear more from our sponsor and partners in the course of this tournament, Femi.
No doubt, no doubt. Time now to meet our judges. Starting with our Chief Judge, Dr. Chiking Biadiche, is Head of Department, Communication, Media and Cultural Studies, Pan-Atlantic University, Lagos. Chief Judge, we bid you welcome, sir. Judge Ama Ekove, Program Manager, Center for Inclusive Social Development. We bid you welcome, Judge Ama. Also, Judge Ufoma Egbamuno, News Manager, Nigeria Info, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Kids FM. We say welcome to you, Judge Ufoma. And there is Judge Hilary Noruka, Digital Editorial Lead, Nigeria Info. Our main guy, making sure we are covered on all bases. And finally, our Diction Judge, George Yvonne Okhaifo, the kids' favorite, Principal Vaughn, broadcaster and elocution coach. Welcome, Judge Yvonne.
Thank you, Femi. Here is what is at stake. The first place finisher walks away with 5 million naira and 3 Samsung tablets. In second place, the finisher goes home with 3 million naira and 3 Bluetooth speakers. And in third place, the finisher takes away 2 million naira and 3 Bluetooth headphones. All these amazing gadgets are courtesy of Obiwizi, because when I beg to differ, it's not just about debating. It's about rewarding brilliance.
No doubt, one single bit. All right, so welcome once again, if you're just joining us, to the citadel of sound argument and sterling intellect. The I Beg to Differ students debate, where young minds take mighty stands and reshape the nation with reason. Time now for today's emotional epic. Let's meet our students for this first of 2 debates. Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songwater, Ogun State, up against Kings and Queenies, Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Yvonne, when I first saw the name, I was like, is it Kings and Queens or Kings and Queenies?
It's exactly what it is. Kings and Queenies, right?
Fantastic. Yeah. All right. So let's meet our contestants, starting with Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songo Ota, Ogun State, Lagos. Make welcome for the duo of Ajayi Precious Ayomiposi and Ogundare Oluwademilade. Welcome to both of you. It's good to have you in our studios today. All right. Precious Ayomiposi is 15. She's in SS3. And Oluwademilade Ogundare is also 15, also in SS3. You're near twins. Who's older by a few months? You are. All right. Brilliant. So for the purpose of this debate, do we refer to you as Precious or Ayo? Precious. And how about you? It's Demilade. Brilliant. Their opponents from Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. They have kings, they have queens, but it's 2 kings today. Make welcome to Charles Chinedu Ezedike and Emmanuel Imonlele Omofoma. How are you doing? Charles. You are Charles. Well done. Charles Chinedu Ezedike is 14. He's an SS3 student. That is early. And his teammate is also in SS3. He is 15. Emmanuel Omofoma. Omofoma is you, or which one is your surname?
His name is Omonfoma.
Omonfoma.
But the end is silent.
The silent. Omonfoma. That's the surname. Your middle name is Imonlele.
But the end is also
Imonlele. I like your name. Anyway, Emmanuel for me. So welcome.
Yes, these debaters have been chaperoned are being chaperoned by Miss Augusta Egbuniwe. And that's for Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu. Right.
Okay.
Who's your chaperone? Mr.
David Bilimo.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What we have here is not exactly what you've just said, but it's good.
I hope that's not the. What's the name of your chaperone? Okay, we may have mixed the two debates in the communication.
I believe we have.
But once again, the kids will say thank you to your teachers so that they can wave.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, sir.
Could you please introduce them?
Mr. Bosun Showumi and Ms. Zainab Afalabi.
Thank you very much, both of you. How about for you guys?
Mr. David Bilimo.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
You can see all the action live on Facebook and YouTube. Join the live streams, like, follow, share, and of course interact with fellow viewers. Femi, we've met the judges, we've met the debaters. It's time to meet the topic.
Most certainly.
Right.
Most certainly. The topic for this occasion.
The topic is should child marriage be a criminal offense? It's a question. One side will say yes, the other side will say no.
We'll find out how these two schools will debate. They came in here prepared for both sides, and now we will do the ritual of the draw where they will pick sides. Ladies first. Okay. Yeah. The lady picks first, and this is where the lead speakers, I'm assuming that the lead speakers are sitting closest to us.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So, I guess this is Demilade.
Yes, sir.
So, are you supporting the motion or opposing?
I'm opposing the motion.
You're opposing the motion. That means Potter's Comprehensive High School, Songwater, will be opposing the motion. And that also means Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos, will be supporting the motion. As a reminder, you'll get 4 minutes each in the presentation and rebuttal rounds. Right? For your closing round, you will get 3 minutes. Now, remember, during your rebuttals, you must first refute your opponent's points before adding fresh points to back up your arguments. If your opponent makes 5 points and you refute only 2 and begin to add more points, your more points will not count. So if your opponent made 5 points, fight them on all the 5 points and then add 20 more if you like. All right? In addition to the strength of your points, you will be judged for your elocution and style of presentation all through the debate, but even more so in the third round. That round is not for you to introduce new points or begin to fight your opponents. If you have something you want to kick against it quick and give us a flourish. You'll be judged based on how convincing, how sweet, not by how many points you make in round 3. If you do tie after this debate, you head to a tiebreaker round. In that round, you will switch sides. You'll each get 5 minutes. Not each debater. Your school will get 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. You can decide who will represent you or whether you want to share the load, whatever. That's up to you. Okay? 5 minutes to argue the position previously argued by your opponent. So if you're opposing now, you will support them. Is that clear to both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wonderful. Now that all is set, we'll take a short break. And when we come back, the opening round.
With 4 matches left in this round and 8 schools contesting for the remaining 4 spots in the round of 16, I Beg to Differ Season 9 continues on Wednesday. At 3 p.m., it's Potter's Comprehensive High School versus Kings and Queenies Zenith School on a topic that pulls no punches. Should child marriage be a criminal offense? At 4 p.m., CMS Grammar School faces Maharaj International School. They're taking on a question that shakes the political table. Should former governors ever return to public office? 2 debates, 2 tough questions. Only sharp minds survive. I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Join Femi, Obong-Daniels and me on Wednesday for the 2 penultimate matches in this round of 32. I beg to differ season 9. 32 schools, now 20. 1 winner, 5 million naira, 1 grand title, the champion of champions. Sponsored by GZ Industries. Supported by Obiwizi, Multiplan Pathway College and Fena Microfinance Bank. I beg to differ. A tournament of champions.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
Welcome back, Lagos. You've heard the topic, but need reminder the topic once again. Should child marriage be a criminal offense in Nigeria? It's a question that is not just political, but personal, painful, and profoundly important. You already heard how these students will debate on the front lines of justice. Kings and Queenies Zenith School stands strong to argue that to protect a child is to criminalize the chains that bind them. Opposing them with thought-provoking poise, Porter's Comprehensive High School are there. They may remind us of cultural complexities, legal layers, and the delicate balance between between law, liberty, and, of course, lived realities. Let this debate begin between these two brilliant students. The two girls of Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songwater, Ogun State, and the two boys of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos.
Right, the motion supporter, Kings and Queenies Zenith School. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
A study by Girls Not Broward Source showed that women who marry before age 18 earn significantly less over the lifetime. Before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of those who deserve to be honored by saying good day to the moderators, the panel of judges, worthy opponents, and my esteemed audience. Sitting before you with zeal and confidence is Ezedike Charles, a bona fide student of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, and I'm here to firmly support the motion that says that child marriage should be a criminal offense. This is not just a matter of opinion, it's a matter of justice, of surviving the future of our society and protecting the innocent. To begin with, child marriage violates fundamental human rights. Every child has the right to health, education, safety, and the freedom to make their own choices. When a child is married off, this right is snatched away. According to UNICEF, 12 million girls are married before age 18 every year, many of whom are forced into it. It's not criminal to deny someone their basic human rights. If you can criminalize child abuse, child trafficking, and forced labor, why should child marriage, a blend of all three, not be a criminal offense? Furthermore, this act destroys educational and economic futures. Boys and girls who marry early are more likely to drop out of school, become financially dependent, and live in poverty. The right to education is taken away, they get married, and end up struggling to provide for children whom they are meant to cater for. This is not just tragic, it's negligence of a child's potential, as it limits the opportunities for personal development and economic empowerment. Similarly, there are several health consequences involved in child marriage. Child brides face dangerous pregnancies at the time their bodies are not fully developed. According to World Health Organization, girls aged 10 to 14 are more likely to die during childbirth than women in their 20s. Obstetric fistula, stillbirth, and maternal mortality are all higher among teenage mothers. How many young girls must go a fatal below the ground before we realize this is more than a cultural issue? It's a life and death matter. Consequently, criminalizing is a better way to enforce protection. Similarly, there is psychological and emotional damage involved in child marriage. Beyond the physical harm, child brides face deep emotional scars, depression, trauma, and anxiety, especially when married to much older men. According to research in Ethiopia, a girl named Lomi, married at age 12, attempted suicide multiple times before finally escaping her marriage. It's not the duty of a just society to protect its children from emotional damage and psychological imprisonment. Laws have to prevent harm. And when harm is this severe, the law must be clear. This is a crime. Moreover, law is a tool for social change. Some may say, but it's our tradition. Let me remind you, slavery was once tradition. So was denying girls the right to education. Tradition should not be a justification for oppression. Laws shape mindsets. In countries like Malawi and Zambia, where child marriage has been criminalized, the rates have dropped significantly. The law works and enforced properly. If we do not criminalize it, then what message do we send? That some children are expendable, But if you call it what it truly is, a crime against a child's life and future, we force society to re-educate, rethink, and reform legal inconsistencies. In many countries, laws allowing children marriage are also laws that contradict protecting children's rights, leading to legal inconsistencies that need to be addressed according to studies by Equality Now. Increased use of domestic violence. According to United Nations Population Fund reports, studies have shown that girls who marry early are more likely to suffer from emotional damage and are often trapped in abusive relationships. Another study by Girls Not Bad Resource showed that countries that have legalized the criminalization of child marriage have recorded significant reductions in practice. Therefore, why should other countries not follow suit in order to prevent their children from being forced into adulthood that they're not ready for? Deterrent effect. Laws criminalizing child marriage can greatly deter the potential perpetrators, reducing the incidence of child marriage. For example, the Sierra Leone's recent law banning child marriage aims to reduce this practice and also helps to send a strict message to the people that this practice is no longer acceptable, that is a crime and a harm to these our children. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, child marriage is not just a bad idea. It's a crime against a child's life and future. Therefore, to sit back and say we educate people without making it legal is like shooting a deep wound with a bandage and hoping for the best. Time to act, not just speak. Time to protect, not just pity. Time to criminalize child marriage and stand on the side of progress, justice, and humanity. Make no mistake, child marriage must be a criminal offense. Thank you.
Well done. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Or the other way around, Nigeria Info 99.3. Join the live streams, like, share, comment, and of course, interact with others.
That was Charles Chinedu Ezedike, 14-year-old SS3 student of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos.
We will now hear from Potter's Comprehensive High School, the motion opposer. The motion is, should child marriage be a criminal offense? You will hear Potter's Comprehensive High School say no. Your time starts now.
2 years ago in a small village in Zamfara, Musa, a 15-year-old boy, was forced to marry a girl just 14, not because they were in love, but because their parents could not afford to feed them both. Musa had to drop out of school to work in a mine, and his wife soon became pregnant. That, my audience, is not crime. It is tragedy born of poverty. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, ever-attentive audience. I am Ogundare Oluwademilade, proudly representing Potter's Comprehensive High School, and I stand to oppose the motion that criminalizing child marriage is not the solution we need. Firstly, I would like to make myself clear. I do not support the forced union of minors. What I do support is a practical, culturally sensitive, and sustainable solution, not a legal sledgehammer that could backfire. Let me begin by clearing a very dangerous confusion. Marriage is not the same as abuse. Not every child marriage is forced, and not every forced union is marriage. Abuse is a crime and should be punished, but to criminalize marriage itself without context is to mislabel culture as a crime. Firstly, according to UNICEF 2023, over 22 million Nigerian women aged 20 to 24 were married before the age 18. The boys are not left out either. 1 in 10 Nigerian men was married before adulthood. In states like Bauchi and Jigawa, marriage is driven not by wickedness but by poverty, desperation, and ignorance. Families struggling to survive often see marriage as protection from shame and hunger. Now, should we throw these parents into prison for being poor? Punishing desperation will not end child marriage. It will only deepen suffering. Moving on with reality, the laws already exist. What we lack is enforcement. The Child Rights Act of 2003 clearly sets the minimum marriage age at 18, but 34 out of 36 Nigerian states have implemented it. Yes, domestication alone does not guarantee enforcement. Education does. If we criminalize child marriage, we risk making the practice go underground, leaving it harder to track, harder to regulate, and harder to protect. And we all know we cannot protect what we cannot see. Furthermore, culture must be reformed, not criminalized. Culture must be reformed, not criminalized. We must understand culture before we criminalize it. Nigeria is a country with over 250 ethnic groups with deeply rooted traditions. In some communities in Nigeria, early marriage is seen as protection from abuse. Also, real change comes from empowerment, not imprisonment. Take the WRAPA UNICEF project as an example. It reached over 1 million people through education and dialogue. It reduced child marriage without sending anyone to prison. That there is what we need: education, not imprisonment. Free education training, vocational skills, and community dialogue. Working with religious and traditional leaders to change mindsets. Lastly, criminalizing child marriage will create more victims. If a father or mother is jailed for marrying off their child. Who takes care of the child? We risk creating orphans in the name of justice. I stand to say that justice without empathy becomes injustice. In conclusion, child marriage is a disease, but prison is not the cure. Education is, empowerment is, and awareness is. Let us choose compassion over punishment, solutions over sentiment, understanding over outrage. I stand for change, not chains. I stand for reforms, not revenge. I remain Oluwademilade, and I strongly oppose the motion. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Now we'll take a short break. When we come back, you will hear the rebuttal round, Femi. What a great opening round this has been. Right.
Welfare. I was so impressed I didn't put my mind off. I say it's about worth and welfare and what children really deserves. I like the fire they've both brought in this opening rounds. I can't wait for the rebuttal rounds.
After this break.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
The Tournament of Champions. It's I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back as we enter the battlefield of rebuttal, where every point may be pierced and every claim may crumble under careful scrutiny. Ladies, gentlemen, if I can call you that, welcome. It's brought to you by GZ Industries, our lead sponsor for this season's first regional final. Special thanks to Obiwizi, our plug and guy, to Fina Trust Microfinance Bank, and of course Lead Plan Pathway College. We appreciate you all.
Now we'll go right into this round, starting with the motion opposer, Potter's Comprehensive High School. You've got 4 minutes to refute your opponent's point. And to do justice to that is the second speaker, Potter's Comprehensive College.
That would be Emmanuel Omonfoma.
No, it's Potter's.
Rebuttal round.
Yes, the rebuttal round.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're right. So it's Potter's Comprehensive High School.
Yes.
That will take us to Precious Ayomikwosi Ajayi.
Precious, you've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
All protocol duly observed. I am Ajayi Precious, and I stand not just to respond, but to defend the truth that criminalizing child marriage is not the solution Nigeria needs. My opponents mentioned that child marriage violates rights, but I beg to differ to that. The violation of human rights comes only when the parents involved are imprisoned. There is no violation of human rights in the sense that both families have already come to an agreement for the child to be taken care of. So once this violation of human rights comes only when the parents are being punished for protecting their children. You also mentioned distress educational dream. Parents send their children off because they don't have money to sponsor their children to school. They send them to suitors, let's say big men that will send their children and sponsor them to the higher institution to help the future of their children. He said limit opportunities. The only opportunity that is limited here is the child's opportunity to still mingle with their family. Because if both families have come to an agreement, the family will still have the opportunity to go and see their child. But once you criminalize this act, you punish the parents, you imprison them. That is the opportunity the child lost. He also mentioned health consequences. Health consequences are involved. I beg to differ to that. The family, once you criminalize this act, people will be scared because they are poor and they've given their children up for marriage. Once you criminalize this and they know that, oh, this thing is an act, this thing is a crime, they will hide their pregnant children, and that causes more danger to the girl and to the family affected. He said psychological and emotional damage. Not all child marriages lead to sexual activities. Not all child marriages lead to sexual activities. Once the suitor sponsor the girl, do you say that she's emotionally down? No, she's not emotionally down. And not everything leads to domestic violence, because he also mentioned that he said it's increased domestic violence. Once both families are involved, if they see that this man is destroying the life of our children, they will bring their girls back, because no one will love to see their children suffer. No, it's not possible. He also said, okay, I guess that's all. He also said that he said it affects their psychology, but I beg to differ. It never affects their psychology. Like I said earlier, those suitors send their children off for marriage because they believe that those people will help them. They are poor, they can't send their children off for marriage. But if they give their children off for marriage, they welcome wealth. Let's take, for instance, in the year 2009. Ahmed Yerima married a 13-year-old girl, and he married a 13-year-old Egyptian girl, and he paid the family $100,000. Do you say the family is in poverty? No, the family is not in poverty, and the girl has lots of opportunities because this person in question is a senator. He was a senator at that time, and he was a former governor of Zamfara State as at 2007. So, my people, criminalizing child marriage, it sends things background, and it makes the practice go underground. And once this thing goes underground, it hides the opportunities the girls, and it makes the families and the girls affected. Thank you.
Well done. Ajayi Precious Ayomi Kwasi of Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songo Ota, Ogun State.
Now we will hear from Emmanuel Imolele Omofoma. You've got 4 minutes to represent your school in this rebuttal round. The school being Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Your time starts now.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges. Accurate timekeeper, word opponent, and my esteemed audience. Sitting here with the confidence and Lazy Man Mofuma, the deputy speaker for Kings and Queenies Zenith School, age 15 in SST. I'm here to address the arguments made by the opposition. Precious made mention of culture, but let me tell you, culture should not justify harm. According to the United Nations Children Fund of 2023, of 2023, no culture, tradition, or religion should justify denying children health, education, and autonomy. Hence, tradition should not be an excuse for tyranny. She also made mention that parents are good in making decisions, but however, parents can make decisions out of pressure and poverty. However, the law often exists to protect those who do not fully understand the consequences of their choices, and the law comes with social reforms to help empower the parents, so the parents can be able to provide for the basic necessities of life for that child. She also claims that culture must be reformed. But let me tell you, laws often come with social reforms.
Speaking to the mic.
Okay, laws often come with social reforms, which helps to enlighten the people and empower them for the future. She argues that empowerment works better than law, but let me remind you, empowerment cannot replace the law. The law is a legal framework that provides the backbone of protection, while culture and education only complements them. She also claims that criminalizing child marriage may victimize the girls themselves. However, laws often come with social services and financial support in order to empower those girls, ensuring that they are able to become financially independent and economically productive in the society. Also, Demilade claims that parents are good in making decisions. Like I rightly said, parents can make decisions out of poverty. Now, poverty should not be an excuse, because laws often come with social services and financial support to help support those vulnerable families, because we have to address their root causes. That's why the law often help them in order to empower them, so that the parents can be able to provide for the basic necessities of life for that child. Honorable judges, if you look clearly at our arguments, it lacks strong evidence and as such collapses under scrutiny. Therefore, I urge you to join the stand that child marriage is a very ethical and sensitive issue, and criminalizing it is the most effective and practical way in addressing it. Hence, criminalizing child marriage is necessary and just. Thank you.
Well done.
A topic demanding logic, precision, and clarity. That was Emmanuel Imonele Omonfoma of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos, thus ending the rebuttal round.
Indeed, Femi. When we come back from this short break, it will be time for these contestants to rest their arguments.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello there. I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Multi-Plan Pathway College is a leading sixth form college in Lagos that empowers high school graduates with the knowledge and skill to secure placement in top global universities around the world. At MPC, we don't just prepare you for university, we launch you into a global future with the highest caliber A-levels, foundation programs, and international test prep. Every student finds the support, opportunity, and results to go from Lagos to the world. MPC, your future starts here.
The Tournament of Champions. It's I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It is time to close, Femi.
It's the final flourish. No new angles or points, just enhanced conviction. Go for it.
This round will commence with the motion supporter, Kings and Queenies Zenith School. You will now get 3 minutes to rest your case.
And just before that, a quick reminder, this debate and this season's debate, our first Lagos Regional Final, is brought to you by our lead sponsor, GZ Industries, with the super support of Obi-Weezy, also Finatrust, Microfinance Bank, and Multi-Plans Pathway College. Right. Thank you very much for your support. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, and we are also live on both Nigeria Info and, of course, Kids FM.
The dial is 101.7 Kids FM. It is time for this closing round. Kings and Queenies Zenith School, you've got 3 minutes.
In 2008, Nujudu Ali, a 10-year-old girl, made international headlines when she courageously challenged the marriage and sought a divorce. At the age of 8, Nujudu Ali was forced into marriage with a man 3 times her age. At the age of 9, Nujudu was subjected to physical and sexual abuse and eventually became pregnant. Tell me, was it about to wait for such a long time to charge to the criminal offense? Imagine a 13-year-old girl married off by her parents, whose husband and parents are arrested. This will send a strict message to the people that child marriage is not accepted. We have had many arguments today, ladies and gentlemen and esteemed judges, but today I ask you to pause and listen, not just with your ears, but with your conscience. Imagine a 13-year-old girl married off by her parents, Imagine a 13-year-old girl whose husband and parents are arrested. This sends a strict message that child marriage is not affected. As we sit here today, I ask you to imagine a world where child marriage is a criminal, where childhood is a distant memory, where innocence is a luxury, and where the future is predetermined. This is the world of a child bride. We have seen the devastating consequences of child marriage. We have seen the data, the research, and the numbers that prove that child marriage is a heart-wrenching violation of human rights. But today, it's not just about the numbers or statistics. It's about the girl who was forced out of education. It's about the girl who will never be able to realize her full potential. It's about the girl who was subjected to physical and sexual and emotional abuse or was treated like a commodity. And then we ask, shouldn't this be a crime? When a system allows the childhood of millions to be stolen and calls it culture, it's not preserving tradition. It's simply endorsing cruelty. When families eat out of poverty or pressure, marry off their daughters, who speaks for those girls? Who protects them when their bodies are not ready for childbirth or their minds not ready for marriage? Some may say education is the answer, or let's not criminalize culture. And yes, I agree. Education is powerful, but to an extent. Laws are protective walls, and which often come with social reforms that empower the victims involved. Without them, education is a door with no lock. Anyone can walk in and do as they please. If you do not commit child marriage, then what message do we send? That some children are expendable, that their pain is negotiable, that their future is optional. We cannot keep negotiating with harm. We cannot whisper policies when we children are screaming for help. Criminalization is not the final answer, but it's the first step towards justice. So I close, not with more facts, but with an urge to every heart in this room. Let us use justice over justification. Let us protect those who cannot protect themselves. Let us simply reduce child marriage and end this act which can irrigate all our girls in the country. Let us protect those who cannot protect themselves. And for us to finalize this argument, I want to remind you that when a society begins to criminalize the betrayal of innocence, it begins to heal. And that is a future worth fighting for. Thank you.
Well done. Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu.
Heart meeting logic, cause meeting voice. Charles Chinedu SADK is only 14, SS3 student of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. They rested their case. It's now time for their opponents.
That's right,
to
Femi.
do likewise.
Potters Comprehensive High School, Songo-Ota, Ogun State. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Distinguished judges, honorable timekeeper, intelligent audience, I stand to give my final words, not with condemnation, but with conviction. My opponents have spoken emotionally, but we must not let emotions blur wisdom. Yes, child marriage is harmful, but criminalizing it is not a magic wand that fixes a long-term issue. It is that fixes poverty, culture, and ignorance. It is a short-term fix for a deeply rooted issue. Let me ask, will a jail term build schools? Will courtrooms educate a girl child? The answer is no. We cannot fight darkness with more darkness. We fight darkness with light, and that light is education, empowerment, and engagement. Laws without acceptance is like a seed planted on concrete. It cannot grow. Let us not build prisons of traditions. Let us build bridges of understanding. In the end, courtrooms will not educate a girl child. The family will, the classroom will, the pulpit will, and the arts will. Until we address the root, child marriage will forever remain a well-dressed failure. Criminalizing child marriage will forever be a well-dressed failure. Thank you.
Well done.
Brilliant debate. And that was Oluwademilade Ogundare. Thank you very much. Masterful debate. The voice of these young stars have echoed with empathy and brilliance. They've challenged complacency. They've confronted culture. They've championed children. Now the judges take the mantle. They'll weigh the argument against argument, and they'll declare which school advances to the next stage. Before we read the verdict, when Judge Yvonne is good to go, you will hear from her. It's a critical aspect of these debates where you learn new things. Are you ready, Yvonne?
Just a moment.
Okay. While we wait for that, we take one quick word.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget trade-ins from Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs. Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact both. Whether you shop in store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
Welcome back. It's time to listen to Diction George Yvonne and what she has in store for our young ones.
Thank you, Femi. I'll start with Potter's School, and this also applies to Kings and Queenies Zenith School. Say legal, both of you, not legal. Legal, okay? Say legal. Potter's School, say confusion. Confusion, not confusion. Confusion. Pronounce the H in hunger, okay? Don't drop it. Don't say hunger. You have to catch yourself and be intentional about it. Say hunger, not hunger, okay? Say harder, not other, okay? You have to catch yourself doing it. You have to be intentional about it. Also, don't insert huh where there isn't any H. So don't say hall when you mean all. Don't say audience when you mean audience. So two things you have to do, okay? You have to promise that you will do that. If when pronouncing words that start with the letter H, most of them, you must make an effort to say huh, hall, okay? But then for words that don't have that H, try as much as possible to force yourself to drop the H mentally. So don't say huh, okay? So don't say hall, say all, say audience, not audience. Also say hide, opponent. Hide, opponent, not opponent, okay? And now to Kings and Queenies, I'll say tyranny, not tyranny. Tyranny, okay? Say luxury. You either say luxury or luxury, but it's not luxury. Okay, not luxury. Stick to luxury. Okay, say luxury, not luxury. You either say can or be able, but not can be able. Will be able, should be able. Can already means to be able, okay? So don't say can be able. Say pressure, not pressure. Pressure, okay? Don't use but and however together within a sentence, because but implies contrast. However implies the same thing, okay? So you either say but or however, but don't say but however. Say these children of ours, not these our children. Don't use two determiners before one noun, okay? When you want to use two determiners, take one to the other side. So this, the demonstrative determiner. Noun, children. Of ours, the genitive case. Sorry to belabor you with plenty explanations, okay? But it's important that you not use two determiners before a noun. So don't say this your bag. Say this bag of yours, okay? Femi, that's all for now.
We'll take a break. When we come back, the verdict.
More talk, more right after this.
Say hello, Lagos. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Abuja. This is Kids FM, the family fun radio. Kids FM is packed with exciting drama, engaging games, inspiring stories, great music, and the kind of conversation conversations that bring families even closer. From sunrise to sunset, we've got something special for everyone in the family. Kids FM is fun for children, cool for teens, and just perfect for parents. It's more than radio.
It's packed with educational content such as language shows, quizzes, storytelling, fun facts, and many more.
It's a family experience you can count on every single day. So, wherever you are, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, or anywhere around the world, you can tune in live on 101.7 Kids FM or stream online at kidsfm.ng. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at kids.fm.ng for all the fun updates, giveaways, and behind-the-scene moments. Kids FM, let's play!
You dey rush go work? No worry. Grab your apple flavored milk drink. It's sweet, it's creamy. Na correct way to start your day.
Abi you want jollificate small? Try pineapple flavored milk drink. That one go bust your head. Tropical vibe wey sweet pass.
And if you like am zesty and fresh, orange flavored milk drink go balance you well. Na smooth blend wey go make you shout.
Say yeah, your flavored milk drink. Say yeah to goodness.
Apple, pineapple, orange. Choose your flavor. No dull yourself.
Yeah flavored milk drink. Taste the yeah vibes.
If you're interested in becoming an agent and joining our team, please call 091 156 88888.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Time now for the verdict in that debate between Porter's Comprehensive High School, Songwater, Ogun State, and Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. For the opening round, Judge Ama scored it 10-9. Judge Ufoma scored it 10-8. And Chief Judge Chike scored it 10 to 8.5. All in favor of Kings and Queenies. They lead round 1 by 30 points to 25.5. To the second round, Judge Ama scores it as 10 for Kings and Queenies and 9 for Comprehensive High School. Chief Judge Chike scores it as 10 for Kings and Queenies and 9.5 for Comprehensive High School. Judge Ufoma scores it a tie for both schools. That is 30 points to Kings and Queenies and 28.5 to Comprehensive
to Nigeria.
All right, taking us to the last round. Judge Ama scores it 10 to Comprehensive High School, 8 to Kings and Queenies. Judge Ufoma scores it 10 to Kings and Queenies and 8 to Comprehensive High School, while Chief Judge Chike scores it as 10 to Kings and Queenies and 9 to Comprehensive High School. It is 28 to 27 in that third round. Dixon scoring is a tie, 10-10. So it is two judges giving it as 30-26 and 30-27 to Kings and Queenies, and the other judge giving it as a tie for both school for your winner by split decision. Congratulations to the duo of Charles Chinedu Ezedike and Emmanuel Imolele Omonfoma of Kings and Queenies Zenith School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Well done, both of you. Well done, guys. I see that your face marks are back on your face. Well done. You've done brilliantly. You qualify straight to the next round. For the beautiful ladies, Yvonne, did you notice the similarities between their uniforms? Shirts and ties mostly.
I agree, Femi. Well, ladies, it will be a delight, a pleasure to have you back in the next edition, okay? That's next year. If you can, you should come back. Would love to have you back. Well done. Well done.
You've done brilliantly well. The opponent just did a little extra. And in a debate of this nature, somebody has to win. Look on the bright side. In all, it was close. It was 98 to 91. You gave it a good go. And by the way, in some judges' scorecards, you won certain aspects of the debate. So brilliant. Well done. Lagos. They have another opportunity to come back in the second regional finals, which will be in February. They will have more experience. Remember, both schools are debuting. It's their first time in these debates. So they are learning as they go.
Yes. We'll do the draws for how the winner of this round will meet the winner of the next round when we come back from this short break. It's the first edition in this 9th season of I Beg to Differ. We'll be right back.
With 4 more matches left in this round and 8 schools contesting for the remaining 4 spots in the round of 16.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.